Good morning, folks. We're back perch fishing again. It's the weekend before Christmas, whatever that is. This is what we're working with here. There is some fish on the bottom. It's not as heavy as in previous weeks, but we can definitely work with that. I do have one goby hooked again and two swim baits, different colors, one more natural, one a little brighter, but I'm gonna start with the natural one because the water is extremely clear. Let me show you the live scope too. Not as many fish, but bigger. These are bigger, nicer marks. So from 5 to 20 feet in front of me, but not as there is less than 20 fish here. So not that many, but hopefully they're bigger. The boats are again over there around the factory, but it's very loud there. I just can't record the video right in front of the factory. Even here it's probably a little bit much, but this is the best I can do. I couldn't see any fish further south, and interestingly no fish north of the factory. So this is second week in a row. Maybe this is as far as they're gonna go up this year. I mean, I'm sure some stray school went further up, but I don't know how, if the folks fishing from the bank, if they can come up on this bank or this bank. I gotta take one subscriber with me perch fishing on Christmas. But okay, let's start with the super clear one. Let's start with the most natural presentation. This is 3/16 drop shot, 1/8. Didn't cut it on my last video. 1/8 didn't cut it, guys. There was current. I couldn't feel the bottom very good. I mean, I could feel it, but I wasn't on the bottom. So let's see if we can catch. Only one time when I was recording the video for the Daiwa Presso rod, that was the only day I got a limit of perch over 10 inch. Actually, most of the other days I didn't even take home any fish because, I mean, I don't take home 2 or 3 perch. I think there was one other day I got home 7, that's it. All the other days I just give them to the boats around me. I do keep only fish over 10 inch though, or if they're fat and they're like whatever 9 3/4, I can do an exception. Oh, first cast in a fish, but I'm almost glad I lost him. He was a baby. Man, I see some nice marks down there. You know, one of the reasons I've been trying to use bigger baits is not even just to catch bigger perch, because actually both of my 13-inch perch this year came on a tiny little JDM worms. But I've been secretly hoping when I play with these minnow-like baits to get a trout, because I've seen so many trout around here. It's full of them. They're not rare at all. I would have no guilt taking a laker home. I mean, it's just so many of them. So I've been secretly hoping to get one, because actually my drop shot rigs are tied with 0.20 line. Yeah. And 0.20 line, whatever it is, 6 pound, a red label, cigar red label, this particular one I believe. I believe with some luck, depending on how the trout gets hooked, if it's not really deep, hooked very deep, I believe I can land that fish. My main line is 2.5 pound or 2.3 pound. But the main line doesn't matter because this fish has nowhere to hide. I can chase it around It cannot break my 2-pound main line. It can only cut the leader that is in its mouth. So I've been secretly hoping to finally hook into a Laker. So many people got Lakers, except me, man. But let's see if we can do something interesting today, because I actually don't have a topic to discuss today. I try to talk to you about something, so it's not that boring. Just the same perch in the same spot. Wow, nibbler right away. They're very active for sure. Maybe I switch to a 3-inch bait. I've been playing with this 3-inch Mega Bass Hazdong, whatever it's called. It's very popular in Japan here. Subscriber recommended it. I cannot get that to work. Actually tried it one day for crappie too. But that's a bass bait, but so it's not designed for little crappie and little perch. But interestingly, Kitex did work. 3-inch Kitex did work, but this Hazdong did not. But I'm gonna make a separate review of comparison of these two baits when I have enough experience with them to kind of have a firm opinion. But this Hazdong did not work well for perch for sure, and I even abandoned it. I'm gonna try it because I bought several packs, different colors. I'm gonna try it for white bass and walleye in the spring. I mean, I'm sure it will work for white bass and walleye, because everything works for white bass. Actually, don't know what works for walleye. I don't have a towel. Give me a second. I gotta go get my towel. Where's my towel? A second, folks. Your little towel. Nice brown color. We are all set now. Wait, one more thing. Let's get the tea close to us. Man, still too hot. Okay. Now we're ready to do some business. There is actually a lot of wind, very unpleasant. But I am fishing with, for first time, usually I associate wind with no good for ultralight fishing. But this drop shot business that I'm just now learning, that's why I'm not teaching everybody how to catch fish with drop shot, because I started drop shotting very recently. Before that I have messed around but never really relied on drop shot to catch fish. And today I have nothing but drop shot. I have nothing else. I abandoned these jigs because it's too deep, guys. You gotta put these monstrous jig heads that are too big and ugly. They don't look natural. Let me also get the remote for the trolling motor. I've been doing videos with almost no editing, just so you can guys see what fishing really is, because I can easily turn a bad day of fishing into fish after fish video, because ultralight fishing, I've had blanks for, well, this year I haven't had blank for carp or catfish, but I have had blanks for carp and catfish. But for ultralight fishing, I'm always gonna catch, I don't know, crappie. Even on the worst day in August, I'll catch 20-30 crappie. and whatever, crappie and bluegill total. And I can make you a 10-minute video of just fish after fish, and you'll never know what happened. There we go. So the bite is good. The bite is good, and the natural color is working good also. This one is almost a keeper. I'm tempted to keep it. The natural color is working, which, if the visibility is low, the natural colors actually don't work. But this guy is working. Man, I'm surprised and a little disappointed. I'm watching other people's perch videos. I mean, perch fishing is such great opportunity. What the hell, man? That's why I don't like this clip. Has an open eye. The line sometimes gets in the clip, even though if you try to do that, you could never get it in. But when you don't, drop shotting definitely is more messy than fishing with a jig head. More tangles, more adjustments after every fish. But I was saying, I'm a little disappointed, man. Everybody is using minnows for perch fishing. That's just the gospel. The gospel of perch fishing is minnows, and obviously you do catch fish with minnows very well, but perch fishing is such a great opportunity to practice your artificial lure skills, because they're not very smart. Sometimes they're full, they're not hungry. I don't know, in the right conditions they're not very smart. And you can see so far this video isn't edited, but most of my videos have been very little editing. You can tell when somebody is cutting. Nobody wants to try artificial, man. Everybody is just minnows. And look at this. I mean, it's fish after fish on artificial. Why deal with these minnows? Get your hands soaked into the bucket. Go in the morning to buy minnows first. I mean, it's messy. And I don't know. I don't even know if minnows are better than artificial. If minnows are better than artificial, to be honest. I gotta do a challenge one day with somebody who is really good with the minnows. Do a 30-minute challenge. What the hell is that? That's no good. Hopefully that's not from me. Look, nothing on the live scope now. This is just interference. It's not fish. But there is still fish here, trust me. They just get spooked and they scatter. But if they hang around here, they're still gonna be here. But yeah, folks, I'm not saying switch to artificials, but you gotta try, man, because I don't know what easier opportunity there is to catch a bunch of fish on artificial. My advice is try. Beware though, it's very addictive. I don't know many people who once starting fishing artificial go back to minnows. Addicted angler who fishes with me, he doesn't use minnows either. He uses always different stuff than me though. He always uses kind of bass and walleye lures. he catches bigger fish than me. Very different technique. Come on, look at these waves, man. It's like, this is a canal. We got these waves. Actually, it's not all bad because the stupid trolling motor, the spot lock, works better. And I don't have problem casting with 316. I can cast anywhere I want. If I thought there was fish far from me, I could cast maybe, I don't know, 50, 60 feet against the wind. Just no problem. With this thing, hey, that wasn't even a bite. He ran with it. And I still didn't get him. Maybe he got snagged and that's why he ran. Yeah, I don't see nothing right now in the live scope. Anywhere. It's okay. I know there is fish all the way on the bottom that we just can't see. See? Hey, let me tell you a funny story. I was looking at my Daiwa theory here right now. And I thought that I love Daiwa theory and it's one of my all-time favorite reels. And my favorite reels, it's not about performance. Performance, I can tell you which reel performs better, but performance is not everything. For example, this St. Croix rod is not as sensitive as the Abu Garcia Eradicator, and yet I love it. I don't know, I don't want to say more, but I love this rod just a different way, and my reels too. But this guy, he sent me some text messages, not text messages in YouTube. I'll try to put it up on the screen while I'm telling you the story. He made a comment on that video about the Daiwa Presso reel. And he asked me, so which one do you like more? If you have to pick just one reel forever, or I don't know, something like that. If you have to pick just one reel, this one or the Vanquish? And I told him, without a doubt, I like the Daiwa Presso more than the Vanquish. Without a doubt. Even though objectively the Vanquish is a little bit better in absolutely everything. Resistance, inertia, smoothness, noise, weight. Every performance dimension, Vanquish, the new Vanquish, it is 5 years older or whatever, a few years older than the Daiwa Presso. Objectively, performance, it's a little bit better in every measurable dimension. Wow, the wind is pretty good. But I still like the Daiwa Presso more. Oh, I lost it very late. Because the Daiwa Presso is so pretty. It's just a gorgeous reel. And also, the Daiwa Presso has a beautiful sounding drag. So it looks nice, it sounds nice, and I enjoy fishing with it more. Maybe performance is only, you only notice it if you play with them back to back. But if you fish with only one reel, performance is the same. I can fish with my Daiwa Legalis and enjoy perch fishing just as much. So anyway, I told him I definitely like the Presso more than the Vanquish. He said, oh, good, I'm gonna go and buy one now. Then told him, no, it's too late for that, because after that review I got so many messages, emails, where to buy this reel. I know some people went and bought it on eBay at prices higher than MSRP, and they still liked it. But that was ridiculous, because brand new Vanquish costs whatever, 400, depending if you find a little bit deal, but let's say $400, maybe a little over 400. And I myself wouldn't pay $400 for Daiwa Presso when the Vanquish cost that much, the new Vanquish, just because I don't let my heart control my financial decisions. So I told him, no, I don't recommend that, because even if you find, first of all, people went and just bought all stock. Sale, non-sale, MSRP, above MSRP. It's hard to find any stock of that reel. But I told him, even if you find some, buy it right here, it will be at some ridiculous price. You probably pay more than the Vanquish. I tried to warn that guy. This is kind of my personal preference. Objectively, I don't recommend spending that much money. And just, I don't know, 10-20 minutes later, 1 hour later, whatever, he messaged me, oh, I already bought one. I found only one for $500 and I bought it. He said, I like nice things. He likes nice things, man. $500 for this old reel, that it's not even as good as as a cheaper new reel. But he likes nice things. Now, what do you tell this guy? Can you argue with that? If it was anything about performance, you could tell him, no, you're wrong. That you did the wrong thing. You shouldn't have spent that money, because there is a better reel that is cheaper. But that's not how he approached it. He said he likes nice things. What do you tell him now? Now he's not wrong, because he likes nice things. He buys a nice thing, makes him happy. See, his goal was not, you cannot tell him, you cannot approach this issue from the performance angle. You cannot tell him it's expensive, not as good. He likes nice things. I gotta make this a motto of my channel. I gotta introduce this slogan to my wife, because I definitely, guys, like nice things too. I can buy nice tackle, but right about now, I really need a nice truck. This morning the ramp was frozen solid, and I'm dropping the boat by myself with this Subaru, and it's just not safe, guys. It's just not safe. But what can you do when you have the itch? But this Subaru has to go. 6 years it has been towing a boat without complaints. Here we go. The Subaru has to go. Who else on YouTube has been towing a boat for 6 years with a Subaru? I put about 70,000 miles on the Subaru, and I don't drive it anywhere except for fishing, because I have a nicer car, a Nissan Maxima, that I used to get around. So I only use this Subaru for fishing, and most of the time I fish with the boat, not always. But the Subaru has to go.